Heads up 20 ups, it's Thursday, and I had a whim to cut my hair today, so bangs!
Don't listen to me. I'm a legend of archery. Don't listen to me.
Ah! I just forgot what I was gonna say. Okay, oh, I know. So, is it a bad thing when you have a dream about having bangs, so you cut your bangs, but then you realize that your dream was also about you being dead? So now you have the same hair that you had in your dream that was about you being dead. Is that like, I don't know. Is that like cursing yourself or something? I don't know, I'm scared now. By the way, I had a dream that I had bangs, so I cut my hair when I woke up, like 10 minutes after I woke up. And then I remembered that my dream was about me being a ghost who, because I'd gotten run over on the side of the interstate, which is weird because I never walked down the interstate. But then my tire has going flat a lot, has been going flat a lot lately, so maybe one day I will end up. I don't know. It's just kind of scary now that I think about it. Maybe this was a bad idea. Anyway, I cut my bangs. I was bored. Yeah, I've been really tired of my hair. Okay, so into video thing. Yay! I'm going to start with gins. Your video was very, very short. But, yeah, I got a lot out of it. Um, I totally get where you're coming from with the whole pen pal idea of just like a few quick letters, not trying to keep it up as a constant thing, because then we would forget. But I still love the idea. Let's see, Danielle, overanalyzing Disney films. I have a bad habit of doing that. I don't mean to, but I can't help it. Um, yeah, I tend to overanalyze all of them, like Beauty and the Beast. The only thing I can think of every time I watched is Stockholm Syndrome. But I don't know, I have to look at it and think, what kind of messages are these films sending to people when you really, really stop and think about them, and that's why thinking about them is probably a bad idea, come to think of it. Let's see. Um, Rima, goodness, your video was long. First thing that came to my mind when you were talking about the Little Mermaid and her not having a soul was, that's why she's ginger! And then, yeah. Hans Christian Andersen, there was some really, really crazy stuff that got written in those fairy tales. I am remembering now. I read very few of them growing up because they were just so bizarre. The only thing I remember really well was Cinderella and how the stepsisters were like cut their feet to fit inside the shoes, and it was the blood pouring out of their shoes that tipped them off that these, weren't the girls. And yeah, that was bizarre. I never heard the Little Mermaid one though. That is some freaky stuff. Um, let's see. Oh, as far as the holidays go, I think I'm gonna have you just tell me when they are, because the only one I can ever remember is Samhain, the day before Halloween, and I don't know why, it's just the only one that I ever really remembered as it was happening. Craig, you were talking about how you didn't realize that other places didn't sell alcohol in stores, or grocery stores, and we don't around here, not in grocery stores, not in convenience stores. I live in a dry county. No alcohol in the county unless it's in a private club, which means some of the restaurants have a private club license, and you join the club, and then you can drink in the restaurant. But we can't buy it anywhere except for the county line, which means we have to drive to go get it. They think it cuts down on alcoholism, but really it doesn't. It just creates more drunk driving, because, yeah. Obviously, we know how that works. You get a few in, and then you realize you're almost out, and then you have to drive to the store, because obviously, that's how it works. So, yeah, we don't have alcohol here in our county, which is weird, or the county next to us. I have to drive up a few exits before I hit the other county on the other side to get alcohol. Yeah, which I get a lot of people that drive through here, and that's the first thing they ask when they stop. Where's the bar? Sorry, not anywhere near here. Yes, I think it's really, I don't know, it's weird not having it in the area, I guess. Which is funny because I grew up in a place where there were drive-through liquor stores. To go from that to here, where you don't get it at all, is a little odd to some people. So yeah. Okay. TJ, it's funny how you're talking about True Grit. I know a lot of people who are big John Wayne fans did not like the original, which is weird to me because I thought it was one of his better movies. Aside from like The Sons of Katie Elder and McClintock, which are my two favorites. But I don't know about the remake. I haven't seen it. I'm kind of wanting to. I've heard that it's going to be good, but I can see why it would want to be remade. But funny story about True Grit, the character Rooster Cogburn is my sister-in-law's great something or other grandfather. Really funny. Her family name is Cogburn on her mother's side. So I always found that incredibly interesting. It's right there on her family tree, Rooster Cogburn. I thought that was hilarious. Anyway, so that's one of the reasons I'm kind of looking forward to seeing that. I can see what you're talking about, though, about some remakes just being a platform for, lesser-known actors to step up and, get a good part with other big-name actors and really get out there and get known. I don't know, I'm kind of torn on remakes because I really like some of them, and then I really don't like some of them. And then some movies I'm like, gosh, I would really love to see this remade. Mostly because it just didn't get enough, credit for when it was originally done. So, yeah, I'm torn on remakes. I am. Okay. Now, back to The Little Mermaid. I'm going to have to disagree with everyone on this one and say she is a hoarder still. Because we are basing the definition of hoarder on her particular society, not ours, right? So in our society, when someone collects something, even if it's from a different, I don't know, if we collect something that society as a whole deems completely unworthy, that would make her a hoarder, right? So a person who now in our society collects trash because we don't deem it to be valuable, or, cups or bowls or anything that we don't see as valuable, but this person in their mind sees it as valuable, that makes them a hoarder. So if we're basing it on her own particular society where no one else cares about people, they think people are worthless and they want nothing to do with them, and she is the lone person in her society collecting their cast-offs, that would make her a hoarder by the values of her own society, wouldn't it? Just to throw that out there. Anyway, I think that's it for this week. I don't know what else to say. Okay, I'm gonna go do my thing now, and 2 more hours until we find out what Pottermore is. I don't know who else has been awake for this, but I'm very excited. I'm really excited. I'm tempted not to upload this until I find out what it is, but I'm going to do it anyway. So, yeah. Okay, so I will see you guys later, and, hope I don't get run over on the side of the interstate because I cut my bangs. Alright? I'll see you guys later.